So this is actually going to be a bit of a different style for the last one because this is a very personal story for me, personal experience. And I want to get this out front, the Nobu team had no idea about this story. The PR group, they had absolutely no idea about this story. Nobody, I don't think I've ever actually told this story publicly. So I grew up in Cleveland, a poor black kid in Cleveland in the late 80s and the early 1990s. So for me, fine dining wasn't really a thing. And I ended up getting a small little internship in New York in the late 90s. So fast forward, I'm 15 years old, and this is around 1998. And one of my mentors at the time found out I had never had sushi before, and I had never had Japanese cuisine before. I had never been at a fine dining restaurant before. I didn't at the time even own a suit. So he decided to take me to Nobu, the very first Nobu in New York City. And at that time, before that, I grew up, I'm African American and half Latino. I grew up in the hood of Cleveland. I grew up on barbecue, fried chicken, soul food, collard greens, canned yams. Asian food was one of the furthest things from our mentality. So going to Nobu was this experience that truly changed the trajectory of my life. And I believe in the butterfly effect, which is why I don't have regrets. The smallest things can change the direction of somebody's life. I never thought that eating fine dining for the first time, eating sushi for the first time, would send me in this direction of exploring different cultures through their food. That experience at Nobu was one of the reasons I put Japan and Korea on my dream sheet when I joined the US military. And I ended up getting stationed in both of those countries, where I had the opportunity and the privilege to explore those amazing cuisines. When you chase your dream, sometimes you have to realize that the impact that your dream has on other people goes beyond you. Chef Nobu had absolutely no idea who I was until I had met him the other day. And a lot of people say, don't meet your heroes, but that experience had such a lasting impact on me as a child. And now as an adult, I had to go and speak with him and tell him the story, which I did. And when I tell you, Chef Nobu was one of the most kind and welcoming people I've met, who's a celebrity. It's an understatement. He even told his people to wait so he could finish talking to me and take a picture, even though he was in the middle of opening his newest restaurant here in Bangkok, to hear my story and share his experience with me. It was one of those things that I'll carry and appreciate throughout my life. Him following his dream of opening a restaurant, not only a Japanese restaurant, but a Japanese and Peruvian influenced restaurant, which is one of the first examples of fusion cuisine and fine dining, changed not only the course of my life, but millions of food lovers' lives as well, from chefs to young bloggers running around on social media. Follow your dreams, because you never know who that's going to impact. So I will leave you guys there. Thank you so much to Chef Nobu for taking the time to speak with me, as well as opening here in Bangkok, my new home city. Thank you so much for the Asset World team, and I look forward to spending a lot more time over at Nobu.